Good afternoon. My name is Lisa Hibner, and I am the Career Coach for the College of Engineering. I will be working with you and your instructors as you prepare for your mock interviews taking place November 6th, 7th, and 8th. In order to successfully complete this mock interview assignment for your class, we encourage you to prepare in advance. Preparation includes thinking about your skills, abilities, and qualifications, and the reasons that you chose to go into this particular major or career field. It's important to be able to verbalize and describe your past experiences, courses, learning, and achievements so that you can discuss these in the interview. Some things you can do to prepare in advance is to know what type of questions are typical for the field and to prepare ideas and examples. We encourage students to be familiar with the STAR method of interviewing, which we'll go over in this presentation. Some of the different types of interview questions can be categorized as personal, professional, behavioral, academic, and actually position specific. An example of a personal question would be, tell me about yourself. Professional might be, tell me about a time when you worked in a fast-paced environment. Behavioral could be, describe a time when you worked as part of a team. Academic might be something along the lines of, tell me about one of your favorite courses and what you learned in it. A position-specific question might be, why did you apply for the position of project engineer? One of the first things that students will hear in an interview is, tell me about yourself. This is sometimes called your elevator pitch. To build a good answer for this question, you want to have something that is the hook, like what will grab their attention. You want to be able to describe your experience, your goals, and you should have a closing. Your elevator pitch shouldn't be more than 7 to 10 sentences. For an interview, it could be a little bit longer. This is an example of the sections of a typical tell me about yourself question. In the first part, the person describes their academic background, their major, what year they are. Then they go into their experiences, what they've been learning, what they've been doing in classes. And then they talk about their career interest and finally what they're interested in doing in the company. For your mock interview, you won't be interviewing for a specific role, so this might be a little different. This is the template that you can use to help you build your elevator pitch. Notice it has an introduction that is focused on who you are, where you are in your classes, your career goal or aspiration, or what it is that you want to get from this experience, a description of some of the things you've been doing, and a closing, which is usually what is your next step in this process, or why you're interested in pursuing this particular career. Many of the questions in an interview will be behavioral based. Behavioral-based questions ask you to think about how you've handled a situation or how you would handle a situation. We want you to be prepared to give a STAR response for some of the common areas that employers will ask about, such as your communication and teamwork skills, your leadership activities, the ability to be self-aware and think and reflect on your past, your ability to work with people from other cultures, and your ability to solve problems and use technology effectively. The ready to roar career proficiencies are something that you will be developing as a student here at LSU, and it is something that you will want to focus on in an interview. Self-awareness, the ability to articulate your interests, your skills, your strengths. Communication, the ability to convey information professionally. And digital literacy, understanding and using technology. Critical thinking, responding to the needs of the situation and using logical analysis. Leadership is recognizing and capitalizing on personal and team strengths to achieve a goal. Teamwork is the ability to build and maintain collaborative, supportive relationships. And problem solving is being able to evaluate and implement a strategy to get to a desired outcome. Global learning is understanding that we are all connected. Civic engagement is your ability or your interest in helping others outside of your own small sphere, making a difference in the community. And intercultural knowledge is the ability to demonstrate the attitude, knowledge, and behavioral skills required to engage and include people from different cultures. When you're answering interview questions, it's very important to always give a STAR response. This is where you describe the situation that you were in, the task that you were trying to accomplish, the actions you took to accomplish this, and the results or the end of what happened in that situation. Some typical STAR questions. Tell me about a time when you worked with a team. They don't want to hear about generalities. They want to actually hear a STAR response. Tell them about a specific situation, the task, the action, and the results. Tell me about a time when you didn't accomplish something that you wanted to accomplish or when you failed. This again would be needing a STAR response. What was the situation, the task, the action, and the result? Did you learn from this situation? Did you change your behavior? When you're in an interview, you want to use the technical terms of your field or the jargon of your field. So if you're in mechanical engineering, you might want to talk about SolidWorks if you've used it. Or if you're in chemical engineering, did you do chemical analysis reports? You want to avoid filler words, and you want to use good, clear diction and enunciation. For nonverbal communication in an interview, it's important to smile, use good posture, keep a good eye contact that's appropriate, and be enthusiastic. Try to avoid fidgeting, and certainly don't be playing with things around you like your phone. As part of your mock interview, you will have set times to sign up for your time slot. This opens up on October 16th at 8 a.m. and closes on November 1st at 12 noon. If you do not sign up for a time slot, you may be in danger of not being able to complete your interview and not receive a grade for your mock interview. On the day of the interviews, which will be either November 6th, 7th, or 8th, you are to report to the Career Center a few minutes before your interview time. The Career Center Recruiting Center is located on the second floor of the Student Union near the Royal Ballroom. Bring pen, paper, and 2 copies of your resume. Make sure you're dressed in business casual, and make sure that you are courteous and professional to everyone in the vicinity of your interview. You can rise to greet the interviewer when you're called to come interview, and you should be comfortable with shaking their hand or greeting and acknowledging them. Some tips for the day of the interview: silence your phone. Make sure that if it's a virtual interview, you've tested out your equipment. we will not be doing virtual interviews for this particular event. Sign in a few minutes early, and remember that your feedback form must be turned in to your instructor after your mock interview. Some samples of what to wear: business casual and business professional. Business professional is a full suit. This interview does not require you to come in a full suit, but you are welcome to do that if you want to wear a suit. Business casual is typically khakis, polos for men, slacks and a blouse for women. If you want to practice your mock interview in advance virtually, we have a system called Quincia that you may use to do so. This is not required. If you want to get a jump on your mock interview, we have created a list of resources for you to use as part of your preparation. And you can click on these resources and go directly to them on our website or access them online. If you have any questions throughout this process of mock interviews, please reach out to me, Lisa Hibner, at lsu.edu. I look forward to working with you.